Hey guys, Chris here. Welcome back to the channel. Today I just wanted to do a quick video review on this new Apple CarPlay Android Auto device I got for my aged Nissan 350Z. I'm in a 2006 350Z. It's just kind of my fun daily driver type of car here. And even though I have an aftermarket radio, it's an older one. It's an older Kenwood unit that didn't have CarPlay or Android Auto in it. Obviously, if you're getting a new radio, the thing to do would just get one that has CarPlay and Android Auto in it. However, this one didn't, and I didn't want to upgrade the radio again because it does have Bluetooth, and otherwise it does what I need it to do. And for about 50 bucks, I think regular price is around 60. I got it on sale during the holiday sales. But I was able to get this, and I found a 7-inch no-name CarPlay Android Auto device that would fit in the cubby here on my Nissan 350Z. Now this will work for any car, but I was looking for a small one, a 7-inch that would fit in this area in the OEM little storage compartment here on the waterfall center dash of my Z. This is not a 350Z specific part. Definitely will work with virtually any car thanks to its ability to either tune in. You can Bluetooth, which is what I'm using it for. You can hardwire it in with an aux port, aux 3.5mm headphone jack port, or if your car doesn't have any ability to do that, you can also do the FM transmitter tuning. If there's, find a radio station that's not in use and tune to that frequency, and then you can do it that way as well. But it was a very simple install. I got this particular one on Walmart, walmart.com. I'll put a link to the one that I got. There's also a similar one on Amazon that's also the same size if you need this size, but it works really well. It boots up pretty quick. Pairing to this is fast. What takes a minute sometimes is just however long it takes to pair to your actual phone. I'm just playing some copyright free music right now, but it works really well. It's pretty quick. It feels OEM, and I like it. As cheesy as it sounds, it feels like it upgraded my car to a much more modern car for 50-60 bucks. It's kind of hard to negate that. Definitely does what I need it to. So I use Bluetooth. So most of our phones, they have the ability to pair to multiple devices at one time. One of my hesitations for getting one of these was I wanted to make sure that my phone calls would still come through the car audio system, so that my phone would still pair to the car for phone calls and also for the audio. I just wanted the screen ability to be able to have everything I wanted for the music, and for it to read my text messages to me, for me to be able to respond text messages, and all those things that we enjoy about CarPlay and Android Auto. I wanted it for that, but I still wanted my music to come through the car speakers and all of that. And because of our phone's ability to pair to two devices at a time, that's how this works. So my phone still pairs for audio purposes to my car, but it pairs to the screen as well for the touchscreen purposes and basically display. It's just an extended display essentially, and so for that it works great. I just used the Bluetooth method, and how I installed it here is I actually ran the power wire into the dash. I can pull this back. So if you can see that, I ran this, I drilled a hole through here, and I ran it to my power outlet right there and tucked all the wire away. So you can install this in any car that way. And I just have it wedged up here. I put some little foam adhesive pieces that are black up there just to keep it in place, so that there's text message from my mom there, so that it doesn't fall off when I'm accelerating or driving or anything like that. So it's held in place, and it doesn't move around, and it's the perfect size for this car. But if you want a small screen, definitely recommend this one. I've got a bigger one that I put in my INFINITI. I'll do a separate video on that. That one's a 10-inch model that I got on Amazon. But if you're looking to get one of these, it definitely works. I'll show you real quick the boot up time, although it boots up to this very quick, but it still takes a minute for my phone to connect to my stereo and that's when your music will actually start playing. So I'll go ahead and turn that on just to show you that in real time here. So that's it coming on, and it's about to pair from my phone to this. You'll see it pair before it actually starts playing here. See, my phone still hasn't paired to my stereo yet. That takes a few minutes, and that just depends on your car, your radio, all of that. This is aftermarket radio, but again, it's an older one, so it's a little bit slow. It's connecting there, but meanwhile, it's already connected here. So my phone, it's coming through my music, or my phone's music is coming from the phone, but it'll transition to this in a minute. It's actually slower in my INFINITI. My wife's Lexus, it's really quick, but it's much newer. So there we go. But as you saw, it was connected here way before it was connected, before my phone audio was. But that has nothing to do with the device, that's just my car. So your results will vary. Hopefully this is helpful to somebody that's maybe looking at getting into one of these. I'll put the links in the description to the one that I got, this particular model, if you have a small space you're trying to fit it into your car. This one was about 50, 60 bucks. There's a similar one on Amazon that's about 50 bucks. So I'll put both of those in the link below. This is not a sponsored video. Nobody gave this to me. I just wanted to share this information with anybody that might be interested. So hopefully it's helpful. See you next time.